Hello everyone. I am going to be starting some seeds today, but first I need to set up the greenhouse. I will link all of the items I'm using below in the description if you're curious. I will also link you to my 2025 seed haul if you would like to see where I got my seeds from. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the video. All right, y'all, it is time to start seeds. I'm outside on my balcony. It's like 70 degrees out. Wow. So we're gonna plant all of these today, and I'm gonna be using a soil blocker. So instead of using pots, like individual pots, I'm gonna use this to create little cubes to put the seeds into. All right, beep, beep, I gotta get in here. I carefully packed this soil blocker with soil. Let's see what happens. Okay, not bad, not bad. Oh. I mixed mosquito bits in with the soil so it can get ahead of fungus gnats, and I forgot to sift the soil, so that's good. The first thing that I will be planting is broccoli. This is Waltham 29. This is cauliflower. It is self-blanching. This is golden celery, it's also self-blanching. This is keratin leek. I'll probably want to grow a lot of leek, so I think I'm going to succession plant them, which just means I'm going to plant them at different intervals throughout the growing period. This one is indigo, and this one is woad, which, oh my gosh, look how weird these look. Whoa. Looks like I will have to fill up another tray. Okay, we are back. I'm gonna start with herbs. This is oregano, very tiny seeds. This is thyme. This is chervil, which reminds me I need to start parsley, but I don't have any parsley seeds at the moment. So I'm gonna have to go get those later this week and start those up as well. This is dill, fern leaf dill, which looks like that. I don't know. There's so many different types of dill, and I just chose that one. It looked like the best one, I think. This is German chamomile, tiny, tiny seeds. Oh, well, I was gonna plant stevia, but I don't see anything in here, so never mind. We're not planting stevia this year. We will move on to eggplant. This is Midnight Moon Hybrid. Early Long Purple, also an eggplant. I'm doing 2 of those. I want to do more, and maybe I'll start more because I have 3 types of peppers, and I want to do 2 each. This one is new to me this year. It's Golden Cow Wonder, so just a yellow bell pepper. This one is a lilac bell pepper. It's just a purple bell pepper. I did have some success last year with these, but they were too late, so we are starting them earlier this year. And this one is a Orange King bell pepper. I also grew this one last year, and I got a green bell pepper. It never got to mature to orange, sadly. So I'm gonna sprinkle some soil on top just to cover everything up. I think chamomile needs light to germinate, so chamomile I'm gonna try to leave uncovered. Okay, I labeled everything. I also like to put a little thermostat in here to see the humidity and the temperature. I have these lights on right here. I'm also going to turn these lights on. This is just like extra lighting for them. I felt like last year I didn't have the best lighting, but I don't want to buy even more lights. Like, I have so many of them, so I'm going to use this. And now I'm gonna water them from the bottom. I'm just gonna pour it into the tray. I have to be careful because they are sensitive right now until they kind of dry and form more of a brick. But until then, I'm just gonna bottom water. I feel like that's the best way to do it with soil blocks. All right, I guess I will catch back up with you when we have some sprouts hopefully soon. And if I can, I will try my best to get a time lapse of them bursting through the soil. That's always the best part of starting seeds. It's my favorite part, is just watching them pop through the soil and start growing. Ah, so exciting. Let's hope for 100% germination and very minimal pest issues this year, please. Okay, y'all, I was just checking the seeds and I think we have a chamomile sprout. Let me zoom in. This camera actually just got an update on its zoom. I'll see if this actually looks good on a computer, but can we see that? It's right there. A little tiny seed. So it usually takes like 2 weeks, maybe even more sometimes, for chamomile to germinate. But I've been misting these every single day and they're on top of the soil because they need light to germinate, and it looks like it's working. So exciting. I wanted to give you a little bit of a seedling update. So many things have popped up. We have broccoli here in this square. We have cauliflower over here. All of them have germinated. Leeks right here, all popping up. This is artichoke. All 4 of those are coming through the soil. They all have seeds on them right now, but they're busting through. That's great. This is woad right there. We're still waiting on indigo. This is celery, and I think I have 1 sprout right there, but still waiting on all the other ones. Over here, we have thyme and oregano. These are all mosquito bits down there. So far, I haven't seen any bugs, so that's a good thing. This is dill, and this one's chervil. They both look so similar, but the dill does have like a little bit of a reddish stem, and this one's more green. Over here, we have chamomile right in these 2 blocks, and then over here, I planted parsley the other day. Still waiting on those. And we have peppers and eggplants back here, still nothing. It's now March, so I'm gonna be filling this greenhouse up very soon with more plants, probably this week or maybe the beginning of next week. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful this is. That footage was incredible watching this unfurl. It took 14 days. Wow, so stunning. Hello everyone. I know I'm sitting under a table and that's kind of strange, but this is kind of the only area to seed start. So we're gonna be starting our 2nd round of seeds and I'm so excited. So first I need to wet some soil and prepare my soil blocker. I already had to switch to shorts because it's 75 degrees out already. Okay, that's all the soil I have. I really hope that is enough. I have so much to plant today. Hi. Oh my God. This is stuffed. Let's pop it into the tray. Oh, so beautiful. All right, time to do a whole lot more. I am gonna start with flowers, I think. This is all that I have for soil blocks, so I'm definitely gonna have to go to Home Depot and buy more soil. So this first flower is Agastache, Arizona Sun. Don't know how many to plant. I have no idea how big these get. Just says to press them into the soil. Oh my gosh, I have like, how many seeds are in here? A small amount of seeds are in here. Maybe I'll just do 2, just in case one dies. This is African Daisy Blue Disc. It's says it's drought tolerant and it thrives in poor soil. I think I'm gonna do 2 of these as well. I mean, I might do more in the future. I don't know how giant these plants get, and I have limited space. Of course, I can put some on the patio out here, but I don't want to have to put everything out here. This is butterfly pea, and it says to scarify it and soak it overnight. I think I'm just gonna like scarify it and plant it. It would help if I read the back of these seeds like the night before, but you know, I'm just not prepared like that. At least not this week, that's for sure. To scarify, I'm just gonna cut the end off with my scissors, trying not to cut too much of the seed, but just enough to like kind of crack it. Usually seeds that are like this is because the seed shell is too hard, and that's why you kind of want to crack it open so water can get in there a little bit easier. So I have 2 more seeds left of this butterfly pea, and you know what? I'm just gonna plant both of them because I've had the seed packet for so long and I've not had a single plant yet. And there's not that many seeds in here. There was like minimum 10. Okay, well, let's hope for the best. This is Snapdragon Liberty Classic. Oh my. Again, tiny, tiny seed. It comes in this little bag. That's how small they are. Seeds need light. Okay, so I'm not gonna put any soil on them. Gosh, Snapdragons, I might do maybe 3. And then I also have soapwort. I've never gotten this to germinate for me, so let's see if we can be successful this year. This one is Ice Plant Succulent, and I believe it has white flowers. I have no idea how this grows. I've never grown this before, so we'll see how it does. It also says just surface sow, so I'm not going to cover it in soil. I'm just gonna leave it as is. Oh, little man, what are you doing? Very excited about these. I'm gonna be planting violas, 3 kinds. I planted the tiger violas last year. I only have a few of the seeds, so I'm gonna plant 2 of those. This one is Antique Leta. I think that's how you pronounce that, but I'm not sure. These are pink violas with some like white and yellow. They look so pretty. I think I'm gonna do 3 of these. And this one is Bowls Black. It is black with some purple and yellow in the middle. All right, so for this tray, I'm gonna be starting kale. This one is Dazzling Blue. This one is Black Magic, which I've never grown before. It's a new one this year for me. This last one is Leek Carrington. I'm going to plant 4 of them. I've already planted 4, and yeah, I'm just trying to succession plant them so I get leeks, you know, every other week or so instead of a whole bunch of leeks all at one time. Okay then, I guess I will have to come back later. I'm gonna have to check the weather, so either tonight or tomorrow, and plant the rest of my seeds. So I'll see you then. Hello, it is the next day. I got my soil and I am ready to plant more seeds. I'm gonna have to get up here. Oh my gosh. I knocked over the entire can, my watering can yesterday, and it fell to the neighbors below, and I almost did that again right now. So we have a lot of herbs to plant. This is spearmint, just normal spearmint. I know spearmint grows wild, keep it in a container, all that. I will do that, absolutely. I just hope it's successful. Very small seeds. Oh my gosh, really tiny, smaller than a poppy seed for sure. I'm gonna do 2 of the spearmint. This one is holy basil. I grew holy basil the first year gardening at a community garden down in Colorado Springs. It grew so well, it was beautiful. I dried so much of it. It makes excellent tea. Like, it's one of my favorite herbs in a tea to use because, I don't know, it adds so much flavor to it. I'm just a really big fan, and I'm gonna grow 2 plants, maybe more, just depends on how much room I have. They also have purple flowers, unlike normal basil that you would eat. You don't usually like that basil to flower, but it is okay for the holy basil to flower. Now I'm gonna plant feverfew next. I'm gonna do 2 of these. This next one is lemon balm. The seed packet looks so weird. I don't know what's in there. I don't know if there were like bugs that got in here, and since I never opened it, they eventually died or what, but I don't know, it's looking very strange in there. Woad. I'm gonna plant more woad. I will show you the plants inside after this. I was reading about woad and I found out that 4 plants will be able to dye like 4 ounces of fabric or yarn. I was like, oh wow, I only have 2 plants. I'm gonna need to plant more woad. I think I'm gonna do 4 woads. These are the strangest seeds. They're just huge. This one is dark opal basil. It is just a purple basil. It's really pretty. I think I'm gonna grow 4 of the basils because I want a lot of basil. And this one is the sweet basil. It's just normal green basil. Again, I'm gonna do 4 of these because I want a lot of it. And then this last herb, I'm gonna do summer savory. And I'm gonna do 4 of those as well. We're gonna be moving on to very warm weather veggies. This is San Marzano tomato. I did 2 of the San Marzanos. This is Pole Big, which is more of a slicing tomato, and it's called Pole Big because it's a Polish tomato, I learned. I'm gonna do 2 of those. This one is Sun Gold, so they're like a little orange cherry tomato. I feel like these were kind of expensive, and you only get like 10 seeds of the Sun Gold. What? I'm just gonna put 2 in each hole, and I'm gonna grow 2 of each. I might plant more tomatoes on my second round of seeds. I don't know, or maybe I'll make another tray. I don't know. This one is called Prudence Purple, and I believe it is a slicing tomato that is more of a pink purpley tomato, and I'm excited to see what it looks like. I think it puts out pretty big fruit. I'm gonna plant more eggplant, so I planted 1 of each last time, so I'm gonna do 1 of each again. So this one is the early long purple eggplant. I believe it's more of a Asian eggplant, and this one is gonna be the Midnight Moon, which is more of a smaller Italian eggplant. And this one is ground cherry. I tried to grow these last year, but I did them way too late. So I'm gonna try these out again this year at a more appropriate time, which is now. I'm gonna do, what should I do? 2 plants, I think. Let's do 2. This is Draughts Yellow. I believe it's gonna be sweet, should be. And this right here is loofah. I've had no success growing loofah. These ones you have to kind of cut the end of the seed again because they're so thick. It also helps to soak them, which again, I did not do that, but this should help. I'm gonna do 2 loofah. I know these can get really big and I just don't have enough room, so we'll try out 2 of them. Well, that's pretty much it. I do have some things I want to plant out here, and I have another seed that I need to plant inside when we get in there. So as you can see, indigo was supposed to be growing and it is not there. I, of course, researched after the fact that indigo needs to be scarified, and it would help if you were to soak it. It said to rub it on a piece of sandpaper. So I have some sandpaper over here, and I'm gonna rub some seeds on the sandpaper and then plant them, and I hope that works. They're not the biggest seeds ever, so I hope that was enough to do the job. Cover those up, and I'm gonna spray it really well. I see some fungus gnats. Yes, I've been dealing with fungus gnats, of course, but I've made some neem oil in a little spray bottle, and it's really helping to spray them on contact whenever I see them, and to just spray the soil in general. I feel like that also helps. I came out here one morning, maybe it was like 4 days after I planted the seeds or so, and there were so many fungus gnats. I was in shock. This seems to actually have culled the population quite a bit, which is nice. I also put up sticky traps. I have my little bug trap down there that is like a fan, and it kind of sucks the gnats onto a sticky trap, and I have my electric fly swatter. I'm also gonna water while I'm over here. Other than the indigo, every single seed has popped up, which is great. And I planted parsley and that sprouted. It looks like my chervil is getting their true leaves. That's exciting. There's the chervil. See, it's a true leaf right there. It looks completely different than its first set of leaves. So cool. This is also chervil. This is dill. Back here are all peppers and eggplants. Oops, I have a sticky trap. Oh no, okay, much better. Broccoli and cauliflower, chives, celery. There's artichoke back there. And that is woad right there. Oh my gosh, I also have to tell you, I got a new fan. The last one that I had, it was green, and I used it all summer long for curing onions. And I think I burnt it out during that time. I came out here one morning and I took the cover, like I unzipped this. The fan was off. It was really hot in there, very humid, and it smelled like burning plastic. And the fan was not moving at all. And I took it all apart, tried to figure it out, and I could not not figure it out. So I had to throw it away and get a new fan, which I got off of Amazon for $8. It has 3 settings. Let's see if I can show you. It's right here. Seems to be doing well. It's on medium. I feel like all the plants can get some of this air. It's like kind of coming up, and I can even feel it over here. This is really good to keep down the fungal issues, which I've seen some mushrooms, which isn't too bad. I don't think. They're not really harming anything. The fungus gnats are the ones I'm looking out for. This is the one I had issues with last year. Oh, I broke it. Okay, good. Well, good. I guess I'll just put this over here. I'm always so dang forceful with things and then they break. You know, maybe one day I'll learn. I'm so excited to have 5 trays in here. I'm sure the seeds will be starting to sprout by the end of the week, and I will update you on what's going on as they start growing, especially the flowers, since I'm pretty new to flowers. Once again, I will try to pop in a time lapse if I can get one. We are outside currently. I kind of prepped this bed a little bit last week by disturbing it and watering it. It's not really prepping the bed, but you know, did what I could. Right here in the middle, I'm gonna be planting parsley. This is not the right tool, but this is what I have. Okay, I'm gonna plant this thing called corn salad. I hope it germinates because I planted it last year and it never germinated. I have some cilantro, just a tiny bit left. So I would like to get rid of those. I think I'm gonna plant them in between the corn salad and the parsley. This is komatsuna. Try to grow it out here and see what happens. Komatsuna is like so cold hardy. It can like survive all the way down into like the 20s or like the teens or something. It's like very cold hardy. So test that out. See if I can get it to germinate. I will be putting like a cold frame row cover over this. So I hope that helps. These are the gray poppies and I'm hoping I can grow a little bit out here. Yeah, I don't really have much left. So I'm just gonna sprinkle it on the top of the bed because that's what it says. Okay. I destroyed that seed packet. These are larkspur. See if we can get any of these to grow. I don't know, maybe I'll just like put them in the front right here. And I have a little hanging planter right in the front, so I think I might do that here as well. And I have this fireweed. Ugh, I don't know. I'm just gonna like dump it where the poppies were. Cool. Now I'm gonna water. Okay, so the leeks over here, they are pretty much all 3 inches long. So I'm gonna trim the tops off just a little bit so the plant can put more energy into making roots instead of growing really tall. Okay, that looks pretty good. Some of the seedlings have a little bit of browning on top. It's mostly, I see the woad and some plants on the trays above. I'm not sure if it's from too much light or if it's from neem oil, spraying neem oil on it. I do see some fungus gnats in here. Yeah, it's just really annoying. I'm so sick of these gnats, but I'm not sure if it's really bad for the plant to be continuously spraying them with neem oil like multiple times a day. So like right here, this is dill. Some of these leaves are looking a little yellow, almost crispy near the ends. Back here is eggplant, some browning towards the end as well. This tiny thyme right here, looking a little crisp, and the oregano as well. Not sure if it's too much light or too much neem oil.